If you're homeless too, now I want to talk to you about your diet. Diet's really important. I've always been a really healthy eater. I've always picked fruits and vegetables, lean meat, low salt, low sugar. And if I took my shirt off right now and you saw me, you would probably be mortified. I look like I should be in a picture from the Holocaust, but actually I feel quite good overall. My health feels pretty good. To the outside observer, I look really, really, really thin. I have no body fat whatsoever, but I don't feel bad. So you can't. So I looked at my health meter in iHealth, and I average about 15 miles of walking, and I carry about 30 to 40 pounds on me all day, every day. Everywhere I walk, I'm carrying about 40 pounds on my back. And so I'm doing 15 miles. So it's kind of like, I guess you could call it in military terms, rucking. Everywhere I go, I'm walking about 15 miles a day with a 40-pound ruck every single day. And I'm burning through tremendous amounts of calories. And I mean, I can eat anything I want. The problem is I can't eat anything I want. The food in the shelter system is too lean for me. I need a much higher caloric intake than the shelter system provides. Their meals are crafted more for people more sedentary than me. I have to have a high amount of fat. So like, say for example, like I always thought, okay, I'm gonna live out here. I know how to eat. I know what's healthy. But what they tell you is healthy. You know, they say there's too much salt and salt and sugar is bad and all that kind of stuff. Which is not necessarily, yeah, they're saying that because there's a massive overload of those things naturally in the food, so you need to watch what you eat. But if you're scavenging and you're in the wild, like those things like salt, sugar, fat, man, if you're not careful, you don't get enough of that stuff, and you have to eat it. You have to ingest a good amount of fat. You have to ingest sugar, to know which one's healthy or not. What's a healthy fat and healthy sugar is different. But like out here, especially if you're expending as many calories per day as I am, I don't know how many calories I'm doing. I'm doing 15 miles a day, uphill, downhill, with a ruck. So I mean, I need to eat quite a bit on a regular basis. So what I basically do is, because you can't really cook. Like, cooking is different. You got to build a fire. I'm really good at building fires. And if I was just alone and didn't have to deal with society at the same time, or in fire marshals and all that. I mean, park rangers and all that kind of stuff. I wouldn't have to. I could just build a fire, cook, and that kind of stuff, and be left alone. But you can't really do that. As soon as you start building a fire, you're going to alert the parks and wildlife. They're going to push you off, and so you can't really do it. Like, I sleep without a fire. I sleep on the ground every single night. No fire, very little bedding, no tent, and I can actually sleep pretty good. I'm supposed to get a tent here pretty soon, and I have a tent, and I haven't set them up yet. I actually sleep pretty well the way that I am. If you adjust to it and you know how to set it up, it's really not too bad. It takes it takes some getting used to, but it's really not bad. So in terms of food, I buy lots of canned food because it really is the best way to go. You got to be careful when you buy canned food, because you can't get stuff that needs a can opener. You need to make sure you have the pull tops, or the stuff that's sealed in pouches. And basically, you can carry food with you everywhere you go. You carry a lot of, and you need food in several places. You need food in like your ruck at all times. You need food at your home base at all times. You need food everywhere you go, every stop. So if you lose one source of food, you always have a backup supply at some place. You need to make sure that stuff stays stocked. Whenever I first came out here, I was eating a lot of tuna and water, and then I started doing research about eating just tuna, and there's real high mercury. It can become dangerous, so I started switching to sardines and salmon, and then I went from the tuna and water to now I'm eating everything in vegetable oil because I just can't afford to lose any more weight. And I'm eating more fat and cheeses, a lot of nuts and grains, a lot of dried fruit. I've limited coffee, that types of stuff. But when you're out here, you kind of eat as to what's necessary at the time and what your body needs, and your body needs a lot of different types of nourishment than somebody that lives in society that eats processed food and that eats a lot of fast food or that eats the standard American diet. None of those rules apply to you anymore. You can't follow that kind of nutrition advice and stay healthy when you're basically living like somebody in the wild. You can't. Those rules don't apply to you anymore. You'll wither away to nothing. You'll die of starvation. You do need salt. You need fat. You need some sugar at times. Those are things that you need. Your body has to have them. So that's my take. Is nutrition's really important. Is don't come out here with the notion that what you hear on the news and what they're telling you is going to apply to you, because it's just not. You'll lose so much weight so fast that it becomes a health issue. So I'll do a video that shows you what I eat. I go to Trader Joe's, a lot of canned smoked salmon, canned tuna in oil, sardines in oil, dried apricots, some feta cheese, blue cheese, some almonds and trail mix, a lot of breakfast bars, and all that stuff you can pack on you as you go throughout the day, and you can leave it and it won't spoil. Birds don't get in it, ants don't get in it, So that's my take on that.